What's up, everybody? James Duggan with IGN at E3 2019, right outside of the Square Enix live conference. Just got out, saw Marvel's Avengers, was somewhat disappointed, primarily because there was no gameplay. In fact, that's pretty much the only reason I was disappointed. The rest of it looked pretty good. There are certainly some interesting creative choices happening, but it's very strange to talk about post-launch content, to talk about monetization, to talk about PS4 exclusives, but to not show me the game first. I mean, I feel like that's kind of a given. The other elephant in the room is, of course, how the Avengers look. This is Crystal Dynamics' vision of the Avengers, not the MCU vision of the Avengers, so while they share the same costumes, their faces look very different, and it's kind of a weird uncanny valley thing. Looking at Iron Man without his mask on and not seeing Robert Downey Jr. is going to take me a second, but in spite of the visual discrepancy, certainly the voice acting talent behind this is still astronomical. We have Nolan North playing Iron Man, we have Troy Baker playing Hulk, and a bunch of other notable voice actors playing the various cast. So let's discuss who you can play as at launch. You can play as Captain America, you can play as Thor, you can play as Hulk, Black Widow, and finally, you can play as Iron Man. And then we got to see Hank Pym, Ant-Man. So after they announced the initial 5, we then got an extra one, so that's very exciting. I'm very much looking forward to jumping in a cooperative capacity and playing this very, very visual, high fidelity, hopefully the gameplay is also very, very good, version of this cinematic universe that I've been watching for 10 or 15 years and haven't really had a phenomenal time in terms of gameplay. When you think about the amount of popularity that the MCU has versus the amount of games that are released linking to the movies, it's not that many, and the ones that do exist generally are somewhat underwhelming with the exception of maybe Marvel Ultimate Alliance. In spite of that, I'm definitely excited with the single player and co-op structure of the game, being able to jump in and kind of experience the story of the Avengers in a very high visual fidelity environment with hopefully amazing action, fantastic gameplay, but of course, we can't speak to that. Let me know what you thought in the comments. Did you like what you saw, or were you, like me, somewhat disappointed? Hopefully we'll get some gameplay posted soon. So closing thoughts, this is certainly Crystal Dynamics' version of the Avengers. This is their story, these are their characters. Regardless of how they look, regardless of the fact that we didn't see gameplay, I am absolutely chomping at the bit to see more and potentially play Marvel's Avengers, and I'll be able to do that May 15th, 2020. For all things E3 2019, you're already in the right place here at IGN.